Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be partnering with Beautylish to talk to you guys about my recommendations and my picks for the Beautylish 2020 gift card event. This is where for every $100 that you spend, you get $20 back in the form of a gift card to be spent at a later date with Beautylish. And this starts today and it lasts for 4 days. I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of my picks, some of my recommendations, things that I really love, as well as sharing with you things that I am interested in and the products that were sent to me by Beautylish. I'm going to start off with the things that Beautylish so kindly sent over to me. I had my little wish list going and they sent these beauties over. The first two products are from Oribe. If you are a longtime viewer of my channel or even just like the last few months, you know that I used to have a platinum buzz cut, and then before that I had a platinum pixie. Now I had the buzz cut for about 2.5 years and I'm growing it out obviously, but I remember enjoying a few products from Oribe when my hair was that pixie platinum, and so I decided I wanted to try out some things from Oribe for this hairstyle. I picked out two products. The first one is the Oribe Swept Up Volume Powder Spray. I've tested out a lot of different powder, volume, thickening things that you put on your roots, but I have not tried this one. This is what the bottle looks like. It says shake and spray into hair, focusing on the roots. Style with fingers or brush for instant expansionness. And I need that. I need that at my roots. So I'm going to shake this up and just see what it does into my hand, because I don't need any root lift right now, but let me see. Oh, okay. But it's like snow. It's moving around on my hand. It is like snow. Oh, that's nice. So it has a nice drier texture to it. Like when I'm moving it around, I can feel that this is it's in the air. I can feel that just by touching it, it feels like it would be a really nice grippy, just lift up the root. I have tried powders that are too dry. Like you touch it and it just feels kind of like baby powder. I've tried ones that just feel like it has almost moisture in the powder. This one seems like it could be promising. I will definitely keep you guys updated. Then I wanted to try out a new balm or wax, pomade, something along those lines. So when I was looking through, I found this one and it is called the Airstyle Flexible Finish Cream. I'm very picky about what I put in my hair. I have very fine hair. I do have naturally curly hair, but it's fine and I can't get a lift when I have my natural hair color unless I use something. And then I also like to go through with my fingers and just kind of piece at little hairs, kind of put them right where I want to. And I will use something like this. So let's see what this one feels like. It smells good, not overwhelming. This is about how much product I usually use too. So let me see. Oh, that feels nice. Okay, so both of these products feel promising. I will have to update you, but I'm curious about it. It smells really good. It reminds me of I think it was a purple shampoo. It reminds me of that smell. My Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Matte Bronzer. This was not sent to me, however, you guys know, or you should know if you watch my channel, you have seen this massive hole. I use this bronzer so much, and one of the amazing things about it is that you can pop it out. You don't have to buy the entire thing again. You can get a refill, and Beautylish sells them. So I have this shade number 2, which is medium. Let me see what it looks like. I imagine it's just gonna look like the one I have.
Oh my gosh, please don't be broken. Please don't be broken. That was all me.
Oh, we're good. We're good. I was like, no. So here it is. As soon as I am completely out of my airbrush bronzer, I have my refill pan all in one piece, and it's going back in its home so that I don't break it. Has anyone clocked this beautiful candle? I've had it lit in a few videos. Just saying, have you seen it? Have you seen it? Because I've definitely talked about it and I am in love. Tom Ford Lost Cherry. So this one, I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait. I had to have this candle. I knew I had to have it as soon as I saw it because this is one of my favorite fragrances. And I just thought this is a fragrance that I would love to fill a room with. And let me tell you, this candle does. I was filming the other day and I had forgotten that I had lit the candle. And I was thinking, I don't remember spraying Lost Cherry today, and that's because I hadn't. I had the candle lit and I just forgot about it. Open up the box and then we have, it smells so good. It smells so good. If you have tried the Lost Cherry fragrance and you love it, and you don't want to be spraying that all over your room and you'd rather have a candle like me, I don't want to be spraying my fragrance all over the room. I would rather have a candle. I love candles. It smells identical. It is the exact same. Sometimes they can mess these things up and Tom Ford did it right. Thank you, Beautylish, for sending me another one because as soon as this one is gone, I will be digging straight into, or digging, dig into a candle. I will be lighting this one. The last thing that was gifted to me is the mascara that I have on right now, and it's from Hourglass. It's the Unlocked Instant Extensions Mascara. This is the one that I already had, but I'm about to go through this. This is about to be gone because I've been using it so much. I love this mascara, and I've talked about this and talked about it and talked about it, but let me just give you a little refresher. This mascara is a tubing mascara, and it is the only one I have ever tried on my top lashes that actually lets me build. It doesn't get clumpy. My lashes do not fall because that's one of my biggest pet peeves. And it comes off with warm water. I love this mascara. This is what the wand looks like right here. It is one of those plastic applicators, but this does not hurt my eyes. A lot of them will hurt like right in my waterline on the top. This one does not. And I like a little bendy applicator. All right, let's get into some things that I am going to recommend, and then I have a few more things that I am interested in that I might pick up. Let's stick with Tom Ford for a moment. There's definitely a few other things that I just have to mention, and this is one of them, Bitter Peach. It is so scrumptious. You're going to have to like peach in order to like this fragrance because it's definitely pretty intense when you first apply it. It's very peach, but in a Tom Ford way. It is a sophisticated, a little bit more true to a peach, but very intense. And then as it dries down, you still can smell the peach, but not as intensely. It's very warm, slightly sweet, but not too sweet. And it's something that I can wear year round. Balm Frost. And you see this because your girl bought two more. I've got this one and then I've got two backups. This is so pretty. It is so comfortable and it is so sparkly. And then I also saw that it was going out of stock pretty quickly. And Beautylish has it available, at least as of this moment right now. This is not only so pretty. Let me just insert this little video right here so you guys can see all the sparkle. But the good thing is that whenever you put this on, it's not going to leave a bunch of this type of glitter all over your lips. It does contain little micro glitters, nothing that you're going to feel on your lips or that is going to be overwhelming though. And I can put, well, I want to put this on top of my lipstick, but I'm going to be talking about my lipstick, so I'm not going to. I'm just going to show you a swatch on my hand. It's pretty much clear. And then you're not going to see that. It's clear and then has the little bit of sheen and that sparkle. Again, I do have a video with this, so if you would like to see it on my lips all by itself, check it out. The lipsticks that I want to talk about, Dominique Cosmetics. This line is now available at Beautylish. So not only the lipsticks, but also the lip liners. And I am wearing, which one am I wearing? Caita? I'm not sure if I remember. I looked it up last time, and this time I'm just going based off of memory. It is so pretty. My favorite one though, Pretty Natural. This, it is natural, but it's also more neutral. It is a neutral, gorgeous, perfect nude shade. And then let me swatch Caíta. Here is that one. Of course, you can see it on my lips, but here it is swatched. Blushes and highlights. Starting off with highlighters, and I gotta talk about this. This is the Danessa Myricks Light Work Light Shaping Palette, and there's two different ones. I have the lighter of the two. I love the textures of these highlights. They're very creamy, like a creamy powder. You've got something really, really bright, a beautiful like champagne-y gold, and then this pink undertone. And then we have these three. The only one that I can't really wear is this one right here, this one, but I can use it on my eyes. I don't think I'll ever go through all of these highlights, but I've got to tell you that the quality is impeccable. This one is growing on me. I mean, I liked it initially, but I'm starting to like it more and more. And the reason being is that I can get something a little bit more soft, ethereal with a different brush like the A23, or I can pack it on a little heavier and make it a really blinding highlight. It's from NATASHA DENONA. It's the I Need a Nude Glow. One of the reasons why this is growing on me so much is the color. I'm looking at it and I can swatch it and you'll see that it looks more golden. But when you actually take this and swatch it up against more true gold highlights or even the champagne, whatever, you can tell that this one has a rose gold like undertone to it. So it blends into my blush and gives me a highlight all in one. I really like the color of it. And I think that that is what's really drawing me towards this. Formula is great as well. I just like the color a lot. Now, this is not going to work on somebody who is fair. So just so you know, I wouldn't try this out if you are fair skin tone. The next one is a blush and highlight duo. I have one here, but I suggest the whole line. Not meaning that I suggest you run out and get them all. I'm just saying that this one is my favorite, but I like them all. Unfortunately, this one seems to be everybody's favorite, so I don't know if this will be in stock or not, but I gotta mention it because I love this so much. And you guys, I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice or something. It is that time of year again. Anywho, this is from Wayne Goss, and it is the Blush Veil, Weightless Veil Blush Palette. This is the shade Coral Rose. These go on like skin, both the highlight and the blush. The blush is very skin-like. It's a powder blush, but it is very skin-like. And this highlight is, again, you can use it a little bit lighter, but this gets extremely intense. If you build this up, like let me get a good swatch of it. I mean, do you see this? Do you see this? And let me show you on my hand really quickly. Here. Beautiful. And then just the excess from my hand or my finger. Let me get a little bit more. You can see just how radiant it looks. So it can be blinding, but then it can also just melt into your skin. And I mentioned this in my video where I was talking about the entire collection. It doesn't even accentuate lines on my hand. And I'm tattooed, which scars your hand or your skin. For it not to make things appear more obvious, that is a feat in of itself. An amazing formula. The other blush that I want to recommend is from Charlotte Tilbury. Now, everybody loves the Tata blushes, but this one right here, this one, it shocked me a little bit. Not shocked me as far as quality, but I thought that this was going to be too dark for me, and it is absolutely not. I can build this up if I wanted to, but this gives me a beautiful, like rosy bronze kiss look. It is so pretty. I'm just gonna mix it all together, and that is what it looks like. You can see it has a little bit of radiance to it. Then let me put it on my hand. Do you see how pretty? It is so pretty. And this is Walk of No Shame. Let's stick with Charlotte Tilbury for a moment, because not only do I have two palettes that I want to talk about, but there's a ton of gift sets on Beautylish's website that I am definitely considering for Christmas presents. I gotta be careful and not say who they're for, because people watch my videos and they're like, I don't know what you're getting me for Christmas. But first off, I have raved about this recently, and I still really enjoy it. It is from Charlotte Tilbury, and it is the Bejeweled eyes to hypnotize. It's so pretty. I did not want this palette. This was like, I'm skipping it. I don't need it. Chic Profile on Instagram. It was all her. She was swatching it. And I was like, that is so pretty. And I am so happy that I got it. The mattes are incredible. They are so pigmented. They blend out so well. And all the metallics are amazing as well. This is going to work for nearly all skin tones because of the amount of pigmentation and the amount of blendability. So you have an immense amount of pigmentation if you want it, but they are softer and just really easily blended. So it's not something that you're gonna have to put a whole lot of work into. Gorgeous. And then I will say I like this palette a little bit more, but it's just because it's Pillow Talk. I love Pillow Talk. This is the Pillow Talk Instant Eye Palette. Again, pigmentation and just absolute utter perfection. I love all the sections in here from this like very light, beautiful, natural, what are we calling this? This is the day look right here. Then we have the desk section and then the date as well as dream. And of course you don't have to use these in the sections that they are put in, the 3 different little spots. I like to mix it up, but I just find that this palette is so much fun because you have such light shades and then these fun, just like romantic shades in here. This is just one of my favorites from Charlotte in general. I want to pop onto Beautylish and show you guys some other products that I am looking at. I'll speak on a few things, but there's some kits that I want to show you guys. The first thing that you're going to see is the Charlotte Tilbury Instant Look in a Palette in Stoned Rose. That is beautiful. I love the jewel pots, especially Pillow Talk, and then even the jewel lips. Those are stunning and they feel really nice on the lips. And then we've got some other goodies. The highlight is pretty. I don't think it's an absolute must-have, but it is really pretty. Now let's get into the sets. The Pillow Talk Lip Secrets. That is a really, really good gift set, especially if you know somebody who loves Pillow Talk. That would be a good one. There's the Charlotte's Magic Skin Secrets. I haven't tried all of those products, so I don't want to comment on too much. I love the Magic Cream though. The one that I'm the most excited about is one we're about to come up on. You can see there's the Chest of Beauty Treasures, and then we have the Magic Skin Duo, the Pillow Talk Dreams Come True. That is the ones. Let me click on it. This is $275 and you are getting so much in here. Now this wouldn't be for me because I own almost all of these products, but I think this is a really, really beautiful set if you are interested in it yourself or as a gift. For me, again, it's a gift, but you have everything Pillow Talk in here, the blush, the palette, the quad. Then you have the luxury palette of pops, the palette that I just showed you. You have the highlight, the gloss, the eyeliner. Oh my gosh, I love the eyeliner. You have the jewel pots, the lipstick, and then I don't even remember what that thinner one is, but I have that as well. You have the Pillow Talk mascara. Not in love with that one, but it's the one thing in there that I'm like, okay. Everything else is gorgeous. This is, to me, a really, really good set. I'm going to finish up the eye category before moving on to anything else. The first two I want to talk about are from NATASHA DENONA. I have the Mini Retro. I think this is my favorite of all the minis. I just love it. The pinks and the greens. It's so good. And then the Mini Glam. This one's a little bit more like everyday type of wear. And I mean, you can wear this one every day as well, but it is just a little bit more like a soft, muted color. And this one is definitely just everyday Mini Glam. Both of these are amazing. A newer release from VISEART, the Petite Pro in Midsummer. I don't really need to say anything about this palette other than I just really love it. I love the tones, the neutral, slightly cooler tones, and then this shade. This one gives me the feels. I gotta get in there because I've used it quite a bit. it's like one of those mermaid shades, and it just goes so well with everything in here. And it's that pop, that little bit of zhuzh that you might want, like me. I like to have a little bit of zhuzh to add to all the natural tones in here. And then I really like this pink because it's not too pink, it's like a pinky purple. It complements everything in here, but then it adds just a little touch of color. And then you have the amazing VISEART quality and this tiny little travel-friendly palette. This next palette is not new, but it's one that I wear so often that I wanted to bring it back up. It's what I have on my eyes right now, the Hourglass Myth palette. I almost hit pan on the second shade right here today. This is the one that I have. I kind of put it all into my crease and brought it inward, but I didn't do anything else other than take this and create my wing. This is a neutral, everyday, beautiful matte palette that really just is easy to work with. You're not going to have to struggle with this. You're going to have great pigmentation, not too much, not too little. It's extremely user-friendly, beginner-friendly, and it's just a great everyday piece. Another great everyday palette, Wayne Goss's Imperial Topaz, the Luxury Eye Palette. Everyday, every single day appropriate. These shades, while they look like the black looks absolutely just as black as my shirt, and you can get it that black, but all of these shades are buildable. So you can have something a little bit softer as well as something very dramatic. You have this gorgeous topper shade, which does not disappoint. Sometimes they aren't very good. And this one is very, very good. You can apply it with your finger. I can even apply this with a brush. And then we also have these satin shades, which kind of remind me of the Surat Beyond Beige palette. Not quite the same texture, but this is a palette that is going to be really gorgeous on everybody. This is the center shade. Can you see? Like, it has just a little bit of a sheen, but not something that is going to accentuate, something that is going to be really soft and skin-like. I had to add a little bit of fun in here, so not just everyday glam. I mean, you can wear these every day, but I'm just saying they're not super natural. They're actually multi-chromes. The Natasha Denona Chromium Liquid Eyeshadows. I'm just going to quickly show these to you. They are all beautiful. They all have multi-chrome effects to them. They build up, or you can sheer them out, and if you put them on top of shadows, say you want to pull a little bit more. Look at this one. This is Dog Bane. And it has a little bit of green and that red undertone to it. It kind of looks like Pat McGrath's Corruption shadow. Let's see if you guys can see that. So if you wanted to, you could put a black shadow underneath here. You could put a red shadow, a green shadow, and just make it more pronounced. You will see that shift even more. This one is Ultraviolet. It is purple and green. And I also like the tip of these, the applicator, because it has a slight little bend, and they feel kind of cooling going on. Like on the eyes and on the hand, because they definitely feel cool on my hand. Dragonfly. Infra Nude, which doesn't always show up as well on camera, but it's my favorite out of the bunch. I'll show you guys a little swatch hand movement here in a moment. And then I have Scarab. This is another one of my favorites. Oh, the green and the gold. Oh, so good. So there they are. Hopefully you guys can see the shift. They're so pretty, and they last really, really nicely on the eyes. Now, I also want to mention Danessa Myricks again. This is the Color Fix Foils, and I have the shade Alien. If you're a big fan of the Pat McGrath Special shades, this reminds me of that in a cream form. And it's definitely super intense. Oh, it's so pretty. They are so pretty. My SISLEY 01 IRISEE loose powder. I use this every single day. It's my favorite powder in the world as of right now. I've been using this for a long time, and I recently said that this is finally outdone in my eyes. I don't know if it's just because my skin has changed or what, but I prefer this to the original La Mer. Mine do change. And I do still have the original La Mer, so it's not like I don't have the option to use it. And I've gone through so many of them, but I've also gone through so many of this. And now if I had to pick, I would go with SISLEY, whereas a couple years ago, or even last year, it still would have been the La Mer. But now it's SISLEY. Sonia G and Wayne Goss. Let's start off with Sonia G. Some of these brushes have been gifted to me, and then I also purchased them again because backups and because favorite brushes. So I have here the Sonia G brush holder. I love this holder. It is it's amazing craftsmanship. And then I like that the inserts, which I don't know if you guys can see right here, they move around. But then I have my face brushes and my eye brushes and like my smaller face brushes here. These brushes you're just not going to go wrong with. I love all the different shapes that she creates, and they're just really well done. Now I do get asked quite a bit though, okay, if you're gonna pick one brush, which one are you gonna use? I'm like, I don't know. Are we talking eye? Are we talking highlight? Are we talking face powder? Like, I don't know. I decided to grab a few of my favorites just to mention them to you and why I would suggest them. But just so you guys know, there's not a single brush that I have that I do not like from Sonia G. So just keep that in mind. I'm going to start off with the face brushes. The newest one is just one of my go-tos. I originally was using this one, which is the Face One. Yes, the Face One to buff with. Then she came out with the Smooth Buffer. And as you can see, it is, well, you probably can't right there. There you go. It is the smaller version of the Face One. And I have been using this one instead, mainly because I can get into different parts of my face just a little bit easier. And it applies powder foundation really well. Today I used my Master Face to put on my bronzer. So these are my favorite face brushes. I'm like, I don't know which one to tell you. And then my favorite blush brush, which you can use this for whatever you want to. This is the Detail Pro. You can use this for bronzer. You can use it for blush. If you like, you could use it for highlight. It's a little too large for me, but you can contour with it. Several different things. I like this one because it's pinched. You can see, and then it's still fluffy at the same time. So I can stamp it, I can blend, and I just get the perfect application no matter the formula. And then we're talking this mini cheek. I think I have 5 of these at this point. I just love this. This is one of my favorite brushes in my entire collection. This applies liquid or cream bronzers, not bronzers, highlight, so nicely because it has the perfect amount of flexion. It spreads out nicely. It's not too dense, but it's not too flimsy. I love this brush. I love it. And then I picked out 4 eye brushes. If you want a really great crease brush, kind of like the MAC 224, without the scratchiness, without the harsher edge to it, and definitely better quality, this one right here is the Classic Crease. It blends effortlessly. It really hugs the eye socket, and it does all the work for you. This one really does all the work for you. It is the Jumbo Blender. I'm going to be talking about my one and done favorite shadows, and this is a brush that I like to use for that because I can take this, pack on a shadow, and then go into the crease and blend it out as well. It'll do everything I want just all in one brush. I can take it underneath the lash line. I can do whatever. I can do my entire look with this brush. If you have hooded eyes and you want something that's a little bit more defined, the Mini Booster, it is going to really get in there for you as well as go right along the lower lash line. So nice. And then this is a really great packing brush. It is the Builder 3. I like to use this just to pack stuff onto my lid. And then we have Wayne Goss. Again, I like all the brushes that I have from him. I have the squirrel hair, I have the goat hair, I have just so many different brushes. I picked out 2 from the eye set that I really enjoy that I would definitely recommend on their own, as well as the eye set, which I don't know if that's available or not. But this is the number 18. If you're a big fan of the 217 from MAC, but you find that one to be a little too itchy, scratchy, this is a really great one, again, for the crease, blending out, and I can take this one on its side and pack stuff onto my lid as well. Again, I can do an entire eye with this brush. And then if you want some more definition, the Wangas number 19. This gets into the crease very perfectly, and it will just blend, because I take the circular motions, just blend things up softly, effortlessly, but workhorse brushes. Lastly, the Artist's Collection. I used this one to set all over with my Sisley IRISEE powder, and then I used this one to apply my blush today, which is the medium size, and this one, this small, to go on the center of my pores. I have another set of these, and Beautylish sent me the original set, and then I bought another one. I used it to highlight. This is a great collection for the entire face with powders. You can bronze, you can highlight, you can put on your blush, you can buff, you can do everything with these brushes, and they are incredibly soft. Anywho, beauties, that is it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the things that Beautylish sent over to me, as well as all the things that I would recommend and I am interested in from the Beautylish gift card event. Let me know if you're going to be checking this out, and a huge thank you to Beautylish for partnering with me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.